Angelina Jolie addresses painful events leading up to Brad Pitt divorce. Angelina Jolie said she stopped visiting Chateau Miraval, the winery at the center of her and ex-Brad Pitt's legal battle, in 2016, given its connection to the painful events leading to the divorce. Amid the Oscar winner's legal battle with her ex over the sale of her interest in their once-shared French winery Chateau Miraval, Jolie said that neither she or their 6 kids, Maddox, 24, Pax, 21, Zahora, 20, Shiloh, 19, as well as twins Vivienne and Knox, 17, have visited the estate since she filed for divorce in 2016. The events leading to my need to separate from my ex-husband were emotionally difficult for me and our children, Jolie wrote in a personal declaration submitted to a California court October 9th and obtained by E! News. Upon filing for divorce, I left him control and full residency of our family homes in Los Angeles and at Miraval, without compensation, which I hope would make him calmer in his dealings with me after a difficult and traumatic period. She continued, to this day, the children and I have never again set foot on the property, given its connection to the painful events leading to the divorce. Jolie did not detail the events, though she filed for divorce in September 2016 following a transatlantic flight with Pitt and their kids, during which she alleged in court filings that the actor verbally and physically assaulted her and one of their children. Pitt has denied the allegations. In her court documents over Miraval, Jolie said she and Pitt began to have on-again, off-again discussions in early 2017 about him buying her shares in the winery. These discussions were always difficult for me due to my deep emotional ties to our family home there and how our relationship ended, Jolie recalled. Miraval was one of the first major investments we made together, and it was a focal point of our family life. We were married there. I spent part of my pregnancy there, and I brought our twin children home there from the hospital. To have such a sudden break from my home and memories has been hard, she continued, and it was especially difficult for the children to have their lives so disrupted. Jolie said Pitt eventually offered to purchase her shares under condition that she agreed to an expanded NDA. The non-disclosure agreement, Jolie alleged, would silence her from speaking about the events leading up to their divorce. As the mother of our children, as well as an advocate for victims of violence around the world, Jolie wrote in her court declaration, I found his demand extremely painful. The Eternals actress said she ultimately could not agree to this coercive demand and notified Pitt and his attorneys that she planned on selling her shares of Miraval to a third party instead. Jolie finalized a deal with Stoli Group's Tenute Del Mondo in 2021. The following year, Pitt filed a lawsuit against his former wife, alleging that she sold her interest without his permission. Jolie has since filed a countersuit against Pitt, which is ongoing. As part of the lawsuit, the Fight Club alum requested to see private messages sent by Jolie, alleging that it contained information showing that his ex acted with malice in selling her shares to Stoli Group. Jolie has denied this accusation. In her personal statement to the court, Jolie argued that her private messages fell under attorney-client privilege. I understand that Brad has filed a motion where he seeks to compel me to produce emails and documents discussing legal advice or legal strategy from my attorneys, she wrote, adding that what was discussed in the messages were intended to be a confidential communication. News has reached out to Pitt's rep for comment on Jolie's latest filing, but hasn't heard back. For a deeper look into Pitt and Jolie's family, keep reading Maddox. Having fallen in love with the country of Cambodia while filming 2001's Tomb Raider, Angelina Jolie paid a visit to an orphanage in the provincial town of Battambang in the hopes of finding her first child. Walking through, I didn't feel a connection with any of them, she later told Vanity Fair, until she saw Maddox, born August 5, 2001, lying in a box suspended from the ceiling. Feeling that bond in an instant, she said, I cried and cried. Though the then 26-year-old adopted her eldest son as a single mother after she began dating future husband Brad Pitt, he started the process to adopt him as well. Thanks to an interest in his mom's work, when Angelina directed 2017's First They Killed My Father, the film adaptation of her friend Lao Dang's book about the Cambodian genocide by the Khmer Rouge regime, Maddox signed on as executive producer. I was trying to help wherever I could, he told People of the role. As for his boss, a.k.a. Mom, she's fun, funny, and easy to work with, he said. She's a wonder. After studying biochemistry at South Korea's Yonsei University, a choice his mom said she could not be happy about, Maddox attended a state dinner at the White House in April 2023 when President Joe Biden and First Lady Dr. Jill Biden hosted South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol and First Lady Kim Ki-yeon. He born on November 29, 2003. He spent 3.5 years of his life in one place, in one room, in this one little iron bed with 20 other kids, and having no choice for himself to do things, having no freedom. Angelina told MSN in 2007 of Pax's early years in an orphanage outside Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, living with Maddox and sisters Zahara and Shiloh. Suddenly, here he is in a very free situation with new brothers and sisters and a mom and dad, Angelina continued. His learning English and is so loving and is wild and free, 'cause he suddenly has freedom, so is a little wild and crazy. But what a tough, remarkable little person. With an interest in the family business, Pax voiced the character Yo in Angelina's animated 2016 film Kung Fu Panda 3 and served as set photographer on First They Killed My Father before attending the 2018 Golden Globes with his mom. He also helped decorate Atelier Jolie, a creative fashion collective and alteration company Angelina opened in NYC, and worked in the assistant director department on the Italian set of her upcoming film Without Blood. As Angelina told people working with both Pax and Maddox, when a film crew is at its best, it feels like a big family, so it felt natural. Zahara, then 3-year-old Maddox, accompanied Angelina to the Hawassa, Ethiopia orphanage where she met eldest daughter Zahara, born January 8, 2005. Mad loves her, the actress later told Anderson Cooper. When Zed came home, she was older. She was 7 months old. So for Mad, it's like having this tiny pet he can just hold and look at. Like her siblings, Zahara has expressed interest in all facets of her mother's work, attending red carpets, launching her charitable Zahara collection jewelry line in collaboration with jeweler Robert Prokop in 2019, and making trips to Syrian refugee camps as part of her mom's efforts with the UNHCR. In August 2022, Angelina grew emotional while dropping Zahara off at Atlanta Spelman College. "I haven't started crying yet, so hopefully I can hold it together," she shared in an Instagram video, later returning for the HBCU's homecoming festivities. Zahara, who joined the school's Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority in 2023, has also accompanied the actress on several trips to Washington, D.C. She was by Angelina's side when she gave a tearful speech promoting the renewal of the Violence Against Women Act in February 2022.